Hello, everybody, and welcome to the LFC Transfer Room. We're back again, finally. It feels like it's been ages since the international break. We're back for some FA Cup football, fourth round, Liverpool versus Cardiff. We've just found out via the draw that if we do beat Cardiff today, we'll play Norwich City at home in the fifth round. So let me know your thoughts on that. It's really good to be back. Thank God for that. International breaks are a killer at the best of times, but at the end of January, I've never known anything like it. It's felt like ages, so it's good to be back. Thank you for everybody who's just joining us. Make sure that you do get involved in the chat. Let me know that you're here. It's good to see you all. Lucas, hello, how you doing? Some interesting draws. Luton Town have got Chelsea at home. Who have Man City got? Man City have got Peterborough United. Wowza. As I said, Liverpool, if they win today, will face Norwich City again at Anfield. West Ham, who beat Kidderminster in the very last minute of extra time, will face Southampton at the St Mary's Stadium. But we're now here to focus on Liverpool. It's good to be back. So let me know how you're feeling about today. Obviously, team lineup showing up on the right. And, of course, we've got a little banner at the bottom with some interesting news. So starting in goal is Kelleher. In defence, Alexander-Arnold, Kanate, Virgil van Dijk and Kostas Tsimikas. In the midfield, interesting again, Jordan Henderson will start as our CDM and Keita and Jones will play as the two number 8s. And the front three will consist of Minamino, Jota and Firmino. You'll imagine Firmino will be the false 9, but it'll be interesting to see exactly how that front three operates. Now, the big thing that we're all wondering, well, two things really. Harvey Elliott is on the bench. I imagine he will come on at some point today, regardless of the score. And Luis Diaz is in line on the bench to make his debut. Kris, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Sat here in a pub with a Moretti watching Louis. Oh, bloody hell. Stop it. I'm glad to be back, and the watch-alongs don't stop here today. Normally, we have this watch-along and then that's it. But no, you're in for a treat. We're here for the FA Cup fourth round, Liverpool versus Cardiff, and then at 6:45, I'll be back again to watch Senegal versus Egypt, Sadio Mane versus Mohamed Salah in the AFCON final. I'm absolutely buzzing for that. I can't wait to watch that one as well. I imagine if it would depend a lot on the result we get today as well. If that goes badly, then maybe I won't be quite as excited. But fingers crossed, it's just a bog standard FA Cup tie and we can go and put in a good performance, get a solid win. Because, I just hope that they've learned from what's happened these last couple of days with Kidderminster and Plymouth taking two top Premier League teams to the very death, one of whom is the champions of Europe, and Middlesbrough knocking out Man United on Friday. So I just hope that the fact we get to play on a Sunday, having seen all of that, just keeps the players on their toes and makes them realise that this isn't going to be a walk in the park. Because it isn't. Cardiff are going to be playing for their absolute lives, and we need to crack down on that ASAP if we are to progress. So I'm hoping for an easy day in terms of watch-alongs, but it'd be great to have everybody here along for the ride as well. Let me know your predictions, who you're most excited for. Are you most excited for Elliott? Is it Diaz's debut potentially? Or are you just gassed that Minamino's back in the side? We thought he was leaving. We thought he was off to Leeds on transfer deadline day, but nope. He said he wants to stay around, and I really don't blame him. But, the quadruple is on, fingers crossed, and he can be a part of that starting in this FA Cup round today. And then, of course, the Carabao Cup final on the 27th of February, which will also be a watch-along on the LFC Transfer Room. So if you are new, make sure that you press the subscribe button to stick around. Press the bell notification as well so that you'll get notified every time we go live or post a video. So it's not just watch-alongs if you are new. We do transfer news, obviously not quite as much now we're into February, but it will start to ramp up again in March. We've got pre and post-match reviews for a lot of games, obviously the watch-alongs, a lot of transfer analysis, and also we're starting to do a lot of interviews with prevalent journalists and ex-players. We've got an interview with José Enrique on the channel already, and I think we've got some more in store as well, like Brad Friedel at some point coming up. So it's a great place to be, and if you have just found your way over to this channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay. Please do press the subscribe button and like this video. It really helps us out, and it'll keep you in touch with us so that we can go through this wonderful season that it's shaping up to be together. And I know it didn't feel like we'd be saying that a few weeks ago, but one signing can change a lot. We've never seen that as much as with Luis Diaz. I've never seen a fan base as transformed after one signing. It's been quite incredible. Suddenly we're in good hands in the post-Klopp era. Suddenly the quadruple's back on again, when we were thinking that the only thing we were going to challenge for was the Carabao Cup. It's just fantastic, isn't it? So let me know how good you're feeling. I know it's probably the earliest kickoff we'll ever have to do, at 12 p.m. on the dot kickoff. So I'm a little bit leggy, but let me know how you're feeling in general and about today's game, what your predictions are. So again, it's a fairly young bench, but I was saying this when the team news first came out on my Twitter. You can follow that below if you feel like it. When we get Mane and Salah back, swap out a couple of those first team players, put them on the bench, and then suddenly, how freaking sexy does our bench look? Like, we've got Thiago, Diaz, Robertson, Matip, Elliott, Gordon, and then you add Jota, Minamino to it, or one of Salah or Mane, or Firmino as well, because Jota could start. And suddenly, like, we've got a good 17 players in a matchday squad there. So I'm feeling good. John McDonald is happy to see Elliott back. I think it's been so long, hasn't it? I mean, we didn't expect him to be back quite as soon as this. I imagine when we first saw that injury, I remember seeing that and thinking, "Nah, that's his season. That's his season over." But he's really risen from the ashes in terms of recovery, and he could be a massive part of this season. I feel like he's one of those players where an injury won't phase him. He's back to full fitness almost, and he'll just kind of pick up where he left off. That's the vibe I get from him. Obviously, nothing to prove that yet, but today should be a good example of that, depending on how many minutes he does get. Gary Richards, good to see you again. He's hoping for a good game, and an Elliott winner would be nice. Certainly would. And Lucas, I did put his comment up earlier, but he says it's like there are 2 Liverpool games today with the FA Cup and AFCON. So in case you are just joining us now, not only will we be doing a watch along for this game, but from 6:45, I'll be back, same place, to watch the AFCON final. It's Mane and Salah, it's Egypt and Senegal, heading face-to-face in the AFCON final, and all your coverage will be here on the LFC Transfer Room. So again, make sure that you stick around, subscribe to the channel, tick the notification bell, and then you'll know as soon as I've gone live. So it's not even like you've got to remember. You haven't got to note it down anywhere. Just tick the bell, and your phone, laptop, whatever device will give you an indication when we're going live. So exciting times. And we are just about 5 minutes away from kickoff, so the players are lining up in the tunnel now. Anthony's hoping for a Senegal win, which is interesting. I see why a lot of people want Senegal to win. But if I'm being honest, I think I want Egypt. I think I want Salah to get that, because I think he's got that legacy that he can build here. Premier League, Champions League. And I know Mane would be then on the same, but Salah's in contention to be the best player in the world at the moment. He's looking, if he wins this and Liverpool go far in Europe, looking very strong again for a Ballon d'Or. I just feel like it would all add to that legacy of Salah being one of the absolute greats. Whereas I think people want Senegal to win, unless you have some sort of allegiance to Senegal, then obviously that's your reason. But a lot of people want Senegal to win because they think it might bring Mane back. I don't think that will happen. I think we've seen too many occasions where Mane's going for a bad patch. He'll get a goal, and we'll all think, right, here we go. He's got his confidence back. And then he just doesn't really take anything from it. And I know there's a big difference between a goal and an international cup competition. I just don't see him coming back and suddenly having a really good first touch, suddenly beating 2-3 men and retaining the ball. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just think, for me, I'd prefer it to go to Salah because of what it would help to build him up as one of the true greats of the game. Anthony's half Senegalese. Well, there you go then. That's your reason, obviously. I'm not trying to convince you, just giving my threepence. But the players now coming out. It's great to see so many people joining. Our channel's very close to 2.5k subscribers, 2,500 subscribers. We're on about 2,479 at the minute, so we're 21 shy of 4,500. There's 30 people currently watching. So even if you don't particularly like what you see with me at the minute, if you could just do us that one little favor, just chuck us a little subscription. That would be absolutely amazing. Help us get to that goal. It's been a crazy couple of months. We hit 2,000 just at the turn of the new year. And now, early in February, we're already at 2,500. It's just absolutely incredible. We've got a really nice community as well. It's not, it's me. We've got Kris, who's in the comments as well. Anthony is a regular contributor. We've got plenty of people. So there's someone for everybody, essentially. And in the chat as well, we've got a lot of regulars: Gary, ICU, Lucas, John, Kris as well. A few people who regularly come to the live streams and watch-alongs, and yeah, we have fun. We go through the games together, or through whatever news is cropping up involving Liverpool, and we just chat about it. We have a great time. So join us now. See how you like it. Watch us this evening for the AFCON final. See how you like that. But in the meantime, just go and press the subscribe button. It will really, really help us out. Literally minutes, maybe even seconds away from kickoff now. So it will be Liverpool versus Cardiff in the FA Cup 4th round. It's good to see a full Anfield once more. You'll Never Walk Alone being sung proudly by the Kop and the 54,000 odd supporters in the stadium. I'm pretty sure that's our limit. So I want to see predictions in the chat. I think I'll probably go for... I'll go for a 3-1 to Liverpool, but let me know your predictions in the chat, everybody. I'm excited to see what you're all thinking. How confident are you in this game, bearing in mind what happened with Plymouth, with Kidderminster, with Middlesbrough? We can't afford to rest on our laurels in this game. Lucas says, I'm a South African, but I would like Mane to win the AFCON because I feel they deserve it. Yeah, that's fair. From a footballing standpoint, they've been the much better team. Of course, obviously, it is the anniversary of the Munich disaster. So there will be a minute or two of silence here. So I think we'll pay respect to that. And we will just have a moment to think back. It's a round of applause, actually, which is nice. It's a nice message. It's a really simple point, but rivalries aside, it's important that all fans of all clubs come together to remember a tragedy such as this. So it's nice to see it being well received around Anfield. And so that signals that we are just about ready to kick off now. Anthony's gone for a 4-1 win. So I think Chamberlain, they're saying, had COVID. Him and Gomez had COVID, and they've only just come back. So because they haven't had enough playing time or training time, whatever, they've just been deemed not fit, essentially. Bald Canate, so 5-0. Exactly, yeah. So once again, StreamYard has done that thing where I can't see the very bottom bloody comment unless I click on it. So I might be a little bit slow to get to you. But here we go. We're off. Ah, football's back, everybody. So I hope I'm not lagging a little bit. Okay, I think that's a bit better. Gone down to 450p, and now I think I'm a bit more in line, which is good. So can we get off to a fast start here? It's always important in an FA Cup tie. You need to kill any momentum they've got. Cardiff will be up for this. They're looking to start fast, pressuring Kelleher, but he smashes it downfield. Cardiff looking to play a 3 at the back by the looks of things. Actually, no, that might be a 4. My apologies. The right back's just a bit further upfield. All right, enjoy the match, Anthony. Thank you for joining the little pre-match talk. Again, everybody who's in the stream, feel free to get involved in the live chat. You don't have to if you just want to watch. That's absolutely fine. I am literally 1 minute and 30 seconds into the game now. So if that's lined up with your stream, then fantastic. If I'm a bit ahead, feel free to pause me. If your stream's a bit ahead, you don't have to pause it because I know that can mess things up a little bit sometimes. But please do try to avoid spoilers if you can. Mucho apreciado. Fortunately not, John. You can't do that on YouTube. But stick around, chuck us a subscription, open up another tab with twitter.com, search up Liverpool versus Cardiff live stream, and you might find something. But keep us open on the other tab as well. Much appreciated, John. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't stream games directly to YouTube because that is copyrighted. And you would pretty much get banned for that straight away, I think. So not worth it at all for this community that we're trying to build, which all of you can be a part of if you're not already. So it is Firmino in the false 9 position, as expected. Cardiff coming forward here. They have got the ball in the box. Simicast has some work to do, and Kelleher is forced into a smart save to his near post. The cross fired in, but well dealt with by the young goalkeeper. Another shot there from Cardiff, this time way outside the box. It's a bit of a flat effort, and it's easy again for Kelleher to get down and save that. Oh, that's not very nice. Sorry about that. I'm a bit new to the world of green screens. Just trying to make it all look all right. Liverpool are in the box here. Curtis Jones. Oh, no, Diogo Jota that was. Got a shot off. Probably should have scored there, but it's a fine save from the Cardiff keeper. So the first big chance, he was in acres of space. Probably could have taken another touch to set himself. He was on the half turn and did get a shot on target. It was just not quite in either corner with enough power on it to beat the keeper. But positive signs here for Liverpool in the opening 5 minutes or so. The ball now back with Virgil van Dijk. Henderson filling the gap between Konate and Van Dijk here, sitting in that Fabinho role, obviously. It'll be interesting to see how well he plays, having had a little break, the internationals. He's been accused of ball watching in recent times. So can he make amends for that? But Cardiff City have a goal kick here. Just watching that again. Oh, it was beautiful from Jota to get away from Denham. And he should have scored, really. Okay, I think that might have done it. Apologies for that. No, it hasn't done it. Right, if I sit back like that a little bit, I think that makes it all better. Yeah, there we go. Right. Sorted. So, Liverpool with the first major chance of the game. Still 0-0. 7 minutes. Green screen's working properly now. Thank you for bearing with me, everybody. But we are now ready to get properly into it. Let me just move that down a tiny bit. There we go. That's better. Bloody hell. Oh, that's what these early kickoffs do to me, man. I got no time to set things up properly. So it's the start of an pretty important month for Liverpool. It's FA Cup fourth round here, and then Leicester on Thursday. Champions League starts next week against Inter Milan. Very big game, of course. And then, of course, at the end of the month, 27th of February, live on the NFC Transfer Room, Watchalong for the Carabao Cup final. Our first chance at silverware. I'm absolutely buzzing for it. I can't wait. It's going to be a spectacular occasion. I'm going to be absolutely off my head by the end of it, I imagine. Let me know how excited you are for that Carabao Cup final. Do you think we'll win it? Do you have your doubts? The cross from Simicast there dealt with very well by the Cardiff backline, to be fair to them. It's another... Oh, Diogo Jota, Minamino! Right, he's offside. Thought it was too good to be true. Can't be the FA Cup as well as the Carabao Cup king, unfortunately, Taki. Yeah, Simicast was miles offside in the build-up to that. Minamino wasn't offside, though. There's a good take from him on the turn. I'm telling you, man, he's getting better and better, this guy. You should give him a chance. He's showing himself to be quite a ruthless goal scorer. I know he had that howler against Arsenal. But if we want to say that he's not good in precious situations, just look back at the Leicester game. In the quarterfinals. Pretty much last minute goal to take us to extra time. Morning, Terence. Hope you're doing well, mate. I hope it's not too early for you. It bloody was for me. 12 p.m. That's ridiculous. I've never seen such an early fixture. So if there's any Americans watching, I pity you. Virgil van Dijk, just inside the box. His shot is deflected. And now Keita picks it up back on the halfway line. Plays it forward on the right for Trent, who does find Minamino. Trent gets his ball in, headed away and out for a Liverpool throw in on this right-hand side. Again, thank you to everybody who is live and watching with me. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Really appreciate it. And it's just a brilliant place for all of your LFC news, transfer news, and otherwise. We talk about everything and anything. We have little friendly debates as well on lots of topics. And if you've got any ideas for them, please do leave them in the live chat. All suggestions welcome. Oh, José almost wins it inside the 6-yard box there. But it is a goal kick for Cardiff. My girlfriend was not happy when the alarm went off. I love it. I love it. I mean, the dedication that fans abroad have to go through to watch these games. 6 a.m. You wouldn't catch me on a Sunday morning waking up at 6 a.m. I mean, if it was the Carabao Cup final, maybe I would. But for fourth round against Cardiff, I think I'd struggle. I think I'd just put the radio on and go back to sleep. So Liverpool have started fairly brightly here, actually. I'm surprised at how well we've looked off the mark. Approaching the opening 15 minutes here. So a goal now would be very, very welcome, just to calm the nerves. Of course, anybody who did miss the FA Cup draw, if we win this game, winner faces Norwich City at home. Oh, sorry, half chance there for Liverpool. We'll face Norwich City at home in the 5th round. So if we win this, it'll be Liverpool versus Norwich, live from Anfield in the 5th round of the FA Cup. I mean, this is the first time this season, pretty much, we've had a fully fit squad, and I got to tell you, it feels amazing. If we can keep it that way for a good few weeks, because there's no way, obviously, we'll get through the rest of the season without an injury, but if we can get through February and a little bit of March with little to no injuries, I'd call that a success for the physio department. Liverpool knocking it about nicely here. Final ball just not quite up to scratch there. Hi from Dublin. I'm hoping for Firmino's first goal. Nice to see you. Very much appreciative of Dublin LFC fans. Thank you very much for your support. I hope you're enjoying the game. And if you haven't already and you feel like it, please do subscribe and like the video. It really helps us out. But please let me know your thoughts as the game goes on. Terence says, I like the fact we put a fairly strong team out, but I think it will help us gain form going to the Champions League and League Cup final. Yeah, that's something that a lot of people, I think, miss the point on. Minamino's cross just not quite good enough and goes out for a Cardiff goal kick. There's a fine line between enough rest to recover and too much rest where you lose your rhythm. So going into this, we've got a lot of games in February and March. So going into this tough time, a lot of people would be saying, well, why not play a few more of the kids, maybe rest a few more key players like Van Dijk. But even for someone of his stature, it's important to get that rhythm going. So if he can get a full 90 in his tank today, good performance, good result, that puts him in even finer stead for the next game, rather than just putting him into that fresh. At least that's the theory. Let me know if you agree or disagree with that. Let me know if you disagree or agree with anything that I say. Always up for a little chat. I mean that truly. A lot of live streamers. I'm going to use Mark Goldbridge as an example. I mean, I love Mark Goldbridge. I watch him more frequently than a Liverpool fan probably should do, but he is a funny guy. But he always says like, "Oh, I love having debates and I love other people expressing their opinions." But as soon as someone expresses an opinion other to him, he always he never deals with it factually or calmly, or the way that someone who loves opinions should deal with something. He's always shutting them down really quickly, or well, if you think that, you're an idiot. Well, what is it? Do you want other people to share their opinions, or do you just want people to agree with what you're saying, or do you just enjoy making people look stupid? I don't know. So I'll never do that. Someone's got an opinion, we'll have a chat about it. Love it. Taki looked very lively for Japan. Hope he can transfer over to LFC. I'm telling you, man, he's getting better and better. I'm so glad we didn't sell him. I'm so glad Phillips has only gone out on loan. So it was a pretty perfect transfer window for me. I know Minamino's never going to be Mo Salah, but it's called a squad for a reason. You need squad players. Matthias Jules, nice to see you. Hope you're subscribed. Please do, if you haven't already, tick the bell notification as well and like this video. I'm from St. Lucia, watching my team Liverpool. We need a goal. Cool. What time is it in St. Lucia, Matthias? Do let me know, and let me know your predictions as well for this game. I mean, that's the beauty of live streaming and watch-alongs. You just get a community from all over the world who would never normally interact with each other, all over the globe, and they all come to this little stream with little old me, and we watch our favorite team and talk about it. What a marvelous thing. So 18 minutes gone now, still 0-0. Liverpool with slightly better chances. Jota with the clearest one to memory. But Cardiff still up for a game here. Yeah, I think we've got to. I think Diaz and Elliott probably come on in the second half at some point. Almost regardless of the scoreline. I can't see a situation where they don't come on. Either we're winning comfortably and brilliant, getting them on for a few minutes, or we're losing and they're the only people on the bench really who can create for us. Cardiff, oh my God, Canate, very dodgy tackle there. If VAR looks at that, they are checking it. I reckon that'll be given, Look, I have to say, if that's against Liverpool, I'm screaming and shouting for that as well. So I'm not going to make too many arguments. I think that might be a penalty. No, VAR's decided no penalty, but Cardiff come again here. He's onside. He's out to the left, still outside the Liverpool penalty area, into the box. Oh my God, it goes through about 3 Cardiff players who can't get to it. And now Cardiff had a couple of opportunities. They'll sniff something. Cardiff City fan listening in the Cayman Islands. Thanks for the commentary. Oh, brilliant. Nice to have you here, Dan. I know you're a Cardiff City fan, but what harm could a little subscription to us BA. It will help us get to our target 2,500 subscribers. You could be one of them. If you could do that, that'd be absolutely incredible. Liverpool coming forward here doesn't quite make it to Naby Keita, and it will be a Liverpool corner. So when Cardiff broke through, not the penalty situation, but after that, they had another chance. The player was offside, so nothing would have come from that cross anyway. But very dangerous, and Liverpool unable to deal with that cross all the same. So Trent will whip in this corner from the right-hand side. Konate and Van Dijk both in the box there. It's a high ball to the back post. Cardiff get their head to it first, but Firmino brings it down out to Curtis Jones on the left-hand side. Will try to make some space for himself here. Plays it back to Firmino. Spins it out to Naby Keita, who's back near the halfway line. Trent Alexander-Arnold switches play out to Tsimikas on the left. He cuts in before making a cross. Now to Jordan Henderson. Back to the right for Trent. His cross is poor. He gets another go, and that also hits a Cardiff City player. Now Naby Keita's turn to cross it in. Cardiff struggle to deal with it properly there, and we win another corner. So Liverpool responding well to Cardiff's chances there. And it looks like maybe they'd get their heads up a little bit. Look to put us under pressure. We've done well to kind of snuff that out quickly and make sure the ball's up at their end. Ooh. Cross doesn't really reach anybody. But we will recycle it again. So if we keep this up, Cardiff will struggle to get out. And there is space for Liverpool here. Curtis Jones finds himself out on the right this time. He's everywhere. Actually, no, that wasn't Curtis Jones. Sorry. So it's another Liverpool corner now. LFC fan in Hong Kong. Bloody hell. Nice to meet you, David. Hope you're enjoying your stay on the LFC transfer room, and I hope you're enjoying the game as well. Please let me know what time it is where you're watching. How dedicated have you had to be today? And, you know, if you're enjoying it, do subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you as part of our little community. It's great fun, honestly. Not just watch-alongs, everything LFC related. Lots of live content as well. You can get involved in the comments. Oh, it's a better cross, but we can't quite make anything from it. We'll, again, keep hold of the ball out from the back again. And it is Curtis Jones. Plays Firmino in on the left-hand side. Plays Jones back in. Oh, that's a handball, isn't it? Looked like a big handball from a Cardiff City defender from Curtis Jones's pinged cross. He was kind of slipping. I don't know if they're going to look back at that, but Cardiff City now on the attack. Ooh, ball in, flashes across the goal. Kelleher doesn't need to make a save, and it does go out for a goal kick. But I'm interested to see this handball back in the Cardiff City box. It looked like it did hit from here. This is Curtis Jones's cross, and the defender slips. It's above his bloody it's above his shirt line, so he'll be fine. 8:24 p.m. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. It's bloody better than the kickoff time here, 12 p.m. Just found this one and will sign up. Thanks. Fantastic. Thank you, David. Welcome aboard, son. We do also have an AFCON final watch along from 6:45 with myself tonight. Senegal versus Egypt, Mane versus Salah for international glory, and it'll be live again on the LFC transfer room tonight. So if you don't think you'll remember, tick the notification bell next to the subscription button, and YouTube will remind you when we go live for that. So you can join in again for what should be a pretty spectacular spectacle. where one of our players will become AFCON winners 2022. Let me know who you hope that might be if you have a preference. So it's an interesting dynamic in this game. Liverpool, as you would expect, with a lot of the possession. We are creating. There are chances in this for us. But every now and then, Cardiff finding a bit of joy running at us on the counter-attack. So that's set up for what should be quite an entertaining afternoon, actually. Still the best chance of the game falling to Diogo Jota earlier. Might have been in the first 10 minutes or so. Oh, punched out by the Cardiff keeper, and it does fall to a Cardiff City player. Curtis Jones wins it back fantastically, though. And that's a poor shot from Naby Keita from about 40 yards out. John McDonald's 8 p.m. kickoff here in West Australia. Good. So you finally all got your rewards for sitting through the 4 p.m. English time games, etc., etc. And now you've got an actual decent kickoff time. Anyway, to watch the match live from Ireland, well, keep this tab open. Open up another tab. Go on twitter.com, search up Liverpool versus Cardiff live stream, and maybe something will come up. But keep us open, subscribe, tick the bell notification, of course. Plenty of live football to come on the LFC transfer room, LFC debates, transfer news, updates, injury news, anything you could think of. It will all be here on the LFC transfer room. Nearly at 2.5k subscribers, which is unbelievable. We're at 2.49k, so 2,490 odd subscribers. So let's assume we're 10 subscribers away, okay? Recommend us to your friends, recommend us to your family. If you haven't already, what are you doing? Subscribe, please. It'll be a pleasure to have you as part of our community. Fast growing, all inclusive, all across the world. We've got people from the Cayman Islands. We've got people in Hong Kong. We've got people in West Australia. We've got people in St. Lucia. We've got people from Dublin. We've got someone we've got someone who is a South African. We've got Anthony, he's half Senegalese. You know, it's a great community. Liverpool have a free kick here, actually, about 40 yards out, maybe. It'll be Trent. Hits the wall. Ball from Trent, and the Cardiff players down with a ball to the face injury. Terence Evans, biggest club in England, for sure. Oh, Gary's from West Cork. Fantastic. I hope you're already part of our little community, Gary. If you are, thank you very much. If you're not, please do subscribe if you feel like we deserve it. Much appreciated. Pleasure to have you here. Let me know your thoughts on the game so far, what your predictions are. Diogo Jota picks up the ball in a dangerous area, plays it out to Keita on the right-hand side. Trent will get a nice cross in to the back post, and it's just over the head of Tsimikas and out for a Cardiff goal kick. Feels like a matter of time. You know, it's a decent performance from Liverpool so far. I know it's 0-0, but I'd say we're playing quite well, especially considering we've had an international break. A few players back into the team who haven't had that many minutes. I think we're looking quite decent. Whoa, so we got 2 from West Cork. Thank you, Dave Smith. Gary and Dave are West Cork ultras in the chat. Thank you very much to both of you. Absolute pleasure. Let's keep this going. I'm liking this. If you are watching, let me know where you're watching from. If some of you are watching from England as well, it's not boring. Let us know where in England you're watching from as well. I am based in London, so there you go. But we've got people all over the world, all over England, I imagine, as well. So let us know. Oh, Firmino could have got to that. Oh, and it's back out to the edge of the box, and Keita smashes it over into Rose. Probably should be doing better there. Naby Keita, of course, knocked out of AFCON, but in the group stages at least, I think he got 2 back-to-back man of the match performances for his side. Can he replicate that form for Liverpool in these next few games? This is a very interesting time for the Liverpool midfield. For the first time in a long time, everyone is fit. When everyone's back up to match sharpness, it'll be interesting to see who Klopp goes with the most. Now, obviously, it's going to be Fabinho. Obviously, it's very likely to be Thiago. But who's that third one? I don't know. We've got a lot of options there. Keita, although he's more of the left-sided 8, I'll give you that. Harvey Elliott. Curtis Jones, although again, maybe more suited to the left-sided 8. And Jordan Henderson and Harvey Elliott. I imagine it'll be Harvey Elliott, to be fair. I think a lot of people would agree with that. Dave, you're needed. Where are you from? Gary's asking. So just under 15 minutes to go here now in the first half. Still Liverpool 0, Cardiff City 0. So again, we are at 2.49 thousand subscribers, 2,490 subscribers. Any assistance from anybody new here, much appreciated. In the quest for 2.5k by the end of today. I think it's possible with today's stream for this game and this evening for the AFCON final, Egypt versus Senegal. I think we can do it. I think we can smash it out of the park and reach 2.5 thousand subscribers and beyond. I want to see Minamino try and take on some players. I just feel like he's lacking that confidence to do so. He's got it in him. He's a zippy little boy. He's a zippy little player. But he always looks like he's playing, like he's trying so hard to play for the team to prove that he's worth it. But he needs to play for himself a bit more. It's nice link-up play with Jota there. Oh, Curtis Jones. Oh, he blazes it over. Oh, it's a beautiful 1-2 link-up play. Minamino and Jota inside Cardiff City's penalty area there. Just as I say that, fantastic stuff from both of them. His pass, Jota like jumps over it, I think, unless he was just trying to sort his feet out. And it comes to Curtis Jones, who just needs to try and keep it down and get it on target, see what happens. But he's unable to do so, and another chance goes a-begging for Liverpool there. It was. I think that was our best move of the game, really, and good to see Minamino being a part of it there, linking up with Diogo Jota, the partnership we never knew that we needed. Thank you very much, Kel Kid. I hope, yeah. I hope you found what you were looking for over on twitter.com. Oh, it's a nice ball from Jordan Henderson, cutting about 10 players out of the game there, putting Jones in on the right-hand side. Oh, header from Firmino in the middle. Can't quite direct it on target, though. I think Liverpool have controlled this game quite well. I mean, Cardiff have broken through a couple of times, but that's always going to happen. You're never going to keep out a team 100% of the time, but generally we've controlled this game quite nicely, kept it in Cardiff City's half. I mean, going back to the FA Cup 5th round, I can't believe Man City have got Peterborough United. I mean, we thought when they got Fulham, like, okay, maybe like that's. I mean, they're still going to wipe the floor with them, which they did, but at least it's not like a League Two side. And now they've got bloody Peterborough in the 5th round as well. Easy pickings there. Could be double digits if they put a full strength team out in that, unfortunately. Unless there are any Peterborough fans in the chat who'd like to tell me otherwise. But I do highly doubt it. No, I'm just waiting for the moment we get to see Luis Diaz start or come onto the pitch, sorry. And Harvey Elliott as well, obviously. Massive boost to us coming into this second half of the season. And how optimistic does everyone in the live stream feel about the rest of this season? Do you think we challenge for multiple competitions now? Do you think we win a few competitions? Is the title race back on? I know it's maybe a bit early to say that. It'll be a free kick to Liverpool. Pretty central, about 35 yards out, maybe. Hyla, he's back in there. Hi, all late arrival. Computer problems, had to reset everything. It's all right. We forgive you. Welcome back. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well this fine Sunday, very early afternoon, 12:40 here in England. So it'll be Trent again here. Yeah, he gets over the wall this time, but quite far over the goal as well. So David is very optimistic. So there's a good chance of getting a piece of silverware this year. I think we have to win the Carabao Cup. It's going to be a nerve-wracking 90, potentially 120, potentially longer minutes against a very good Chelsea team. That is going to be unbelievably stressful. But I can't wait for it. And if we can get over the line on that, then, it sets us up well for a successful season, whatever happens afterwards, kind of. Oxlade, Chamberlain and Gomez positive for COVID. No, so they had COVID and they're pretty much just back now, but obviously they couldn't train that much. So they've been left out just as they've been deemed unfit to play, essentially. So less than 5 minutes to go now in this opening half. It's been, it's still 0-0. Still a lot of work to do for Liverpool, but positive signs. I'm not worried. Let me know who your man of the half has been so far. Might be a difficult choice because I think everyone's played like okay to fairly good. Maybe no particular standouts just yet. Getting past Inter in the Champions League is key. After that, then number 17 is possible too. I mean, that's the beauty of the Champions League. You win that first knockout round, and suddenly you're into the quarterfinals, and it feels like the finals within touching distance. Man City are going to be absolutely hot on it this year, though. So if we could avoid them for as long as possible and hope they slip up along the way, that would be quite nice. Because a two-legged tie against Man City, it feels very dangerous to me. As much as I back these boys 150% to smash them to bits, I have to be a realist and say Man City this year will be unreal on two legs. Oh, into the box. It's missed by everybody again. Trent across the goal. Nobody can get to it. Oh, that was a big chance again for Liverpool there. Probably didn't need to hit the ball as hard as that. Simicast probably could have just laid someone off. There's so many options in the 6-yard box. So again, if you are new to the channel and this is maybe one of your first experiences with the LFC transfer room, let me know how you're finding it. Let me know if there's anything you think we can do better. And feel free to subscribe as well. As I've been saying, we're very close to 2,500 subscribers, which is incredible. Only been going as a channel for literally just over a year, like a year and 6 days now. And I've only been part of this channel for a month, but the growth I've seen in that month or two has been absolutely incredible. We've got a lovely little community here that is a privilege to be a part of. So if you'd like to become part of that, please do join. Terrence's man the first half, probably Curtis Jones. He's looked bright. He's been all over the pitch so far. A worthy choice. Oh, Jota just couldn't quite get the ball to Keita strongly enough. Jordan Henderson goes for a long-range effort, and it's not particularly close. Bit of a waste there. Shouldn't be too much added time, I don't think. Ali McCoy says Liverpool haven't been at it so far. I don't see that because we're not 5-0 up. We've controlled the game. Cardiff don't look rock solid. We've had opportunities. We could easily be 2-0 up. there is just one added minute, and we're nearly in the end of that as well. So first half will be 0-0. And that is half time. Cardiff fans are gassed, but they're trying so hard to force something out of this game. Commentators just said we're another club this weekend who have struggled against lower league opposition. We're 45. It's halfway. It's 0-0. We've had 2 or 3 clear-cut chances. We're dominating possession. Ridiculous. Call it how it is. Stop trying to make stuff. Like 82% ball possession, 8 shots, 1 on target. Just let me know your thoughts on that, everybody. This first half, what you've made of it, what you think. Do you amend your predictions from before the game? Let me know what you're thinking. And remember, we've still got Luis Diaz and Harvey Elliott to bring off the bench as well. So wouldn't worry about it at this point. Really not worth worrying about at all. Oh, come on, guys. It hasn't been that bad. It really hasn't. Coming off an international break, a lot of these players haven't played for 2 weeks. And as I was saying at the start of the game, there's a fine line between enough rest to reset your batteries and too much rest where you lose that momentum. I mean, Jones before this break was playing spectacularly and he's looked a little bit rusty. But again, we're absolutely in control of this game. Absolutely in control of it. We've had 2 or 3 big chances, which we probably should have scored. At that point, we're 2-3-0 up. Happy days. No one's complaining, are they? We're 0-0 because those chances have been missed. And now everyone's coming out saying, bloody Minamino's absolutely crap. He's got to go. Some people on Twitter saying Cater and Ox have been abysmal. It's pathetic. Like, this has got to stop, guys. Please. Please, we've got to stop this, like, flip-flopping. 0-0 at half time is not terrible. Coming off a 2-week break, we've got a fantastic bench to fall back on. Players coming back from long layoffs, 2-week break, not being in great form. I don't see the need for this sudden, like, outrage. We've been missing football all this time, and 45 minutes in, we like sounds like people wish we'd had another week off. A little bit rusty from Liverpool after vacation with golf, time in tropical paradise and such. Back in cold England, players need time to adjust. Absolutely, and that's why we've got such a strong lineup for this game to get those players, get some momentum back in their legs, get some miles in the tank, and then next few weeks they'll be back up to scratch quickly. Jamie says, do you think the FA Cup competition is just a joke to Premier League clubs now because they just have a laugh on the field and take shots constantly from 40 yards? I mean, we've picked like almost our strongest 11. So, no, I don't get quite what you mean by that. Take shots constantly from 40 yards. I mean, we've had plenty of shots from inside the box as well. I don't see what relevance that necessarily has to like how seriously we take the competition. And also, we are into the Carabao Cup semi-final as well. And I think everyone would agree the FA Cup is bigger than the Carabao Cup. So to suggest we're taking the Carabao Cup seriously, but not the FA Cup, is a little bit bizarre. Ravi, nice to see you, says, we look poor. We're struggling to cut through with them defending and being narrow. We're looking poor in the final third. And we'll get better. We'll get better. Maybe not in this game, but in the next game. We've got Luis Diaz to come off the bench. We've got Harvey Elliott back from injury. This is an exciting time for Liverpool. We were all so gassed coming into this game. And within 45 minutes, everyone is just back criticising everything so unnecessarily harshly. I'm looking at this replay. Diogo Jota could have easily scored this goal in the opening 10 minutes, and then no one would be saying anything. But he doesn't get it quite where he wants it to go. Keeper saves it, and now we've had a crap half, and half the players need selling. Minamino's little 1-2 with Diogo Jota, brilliant. If Jota sorts his feet out, if Curtis Jones keeps it on target, maybe that's 1-0. If Jota scores previously, that's 2-0. No one's saying anything. Brilliant first half. Welcome back, Liverpool FC. We've had the chances, missed a couple of them. It's 0-0. We're in control. Players are coming back, acclimatising. They've had a holiday. Need to get back into the swing of things. Life is fine. Life is good. All right? I mean, please just calm down. Please calm down. I don't need this negativity. Really don't. And Ravi says, but not being funny, we need to be doing better. This is not great play by us. You're going to get that, aren't you? It just happens. That's football. Of course, we're better players and a better team than Cardiff. But they're playing for their absolute lives because this is probably one of the biggest games these players are ever going to play in. But having said that, they haven't had that many opportunities. They've barely got their foot on the ball. And we've controlled the game. And also, like, this may sound like a silly point, but what good does smashing this team 5-0 do? All what happens is we go to the 5th round of the FA Cup anyway. If we get a goal in the 92nd minute, we still go through to the 5th round of the FA Cup. All that matters today is progression. So, like, it really doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. Jamie says, will this hurt Liverpool if this goes to extra time with the fixtures coming up? That's a good question, actually. I'd like to think not, because, you know, they're elite players, should be able to handle extra time. We've also got a strong bench as well. I don't know if you get an extra substitution in the FA Cup with extra time. I know that's the case in other competitions as well. But either way, we can bring some players on as well, freshen things up. It really shouldn't be that bad. I'm not saying we are poor as a team, just saying we should be playing better, up the tempo a bit more. And I'm not even saying smash them 5-0. We have to be playing better than this. No, I agree with you. I agree. Of course, we can always play better. I mean, Klopp and the players are never satisfied with the way they play. There's always something you can do better. It's just a fact of football. You can't always go out and play to your best 100 miles an hour football. If you could just always play at that level, Man City would win everything, win the quadruple, win the sextuple, whatever, every single year, because that's where their best is, and that's man for man, and with the squad depth they've got, that's probably puts them high and above everybody else. But you're going to have dips. You're going to have games where you just can't quite find that momentum, that extra yard. But as long as you eventually get the result somehow, as long as you learn from it, build upon it, it's not the end of the world, everybody. Harness is probably creative enough to be ahead, lacking a bit of sharpness, though. Not worried in the slightest, will win. There are spaces to be exploited, and Cardiff are beginning to tire already. I'm glad I'm not the only one. This is a fixture to tune us back up. So sorry, Terence, I don't quite get what you meant there, mate. Jody Reese Williams LFC says they are also sitting so deep in their half, might as well stand in the goal. And that's why they'll struggle to get a result out of this. And they don't look 100% solid either. They've got 11 men behind the ball, but they don't look completely solid, compact. We found gaps, we found spaces, we've got between the lines. You just have to trust that eventually one of our players will take those chances. Ravi, I get your point, but I feel like we're going in circles now. I get what you're saying. I think you get what I'm saying, but we're just not quite seeing eye to eye on this. So let's leave it there. I don't want us to fall out over a little game of football. End of the day, if Harvey Elliott or Luis Diaz or anyone comes on, scores a goal in the 90th minute, we're through to the FA Cup 5th round, regardless of the performance. That's all this game is about. Lakshmi says, just need more urgency in the second half. And I'm sure we'll come out with a bit more zip about us for however long that may last. Klopp won't be, ecstatic with the performance. Terence, fix we can get a result and find form. We're playing solid football, just needs to be sharp. But okay, right. Yeah. No, I'm with you. I totally agree. Because, as I was saying, we either go through or we don't. That's all this game is. So if you are new here, if you're in the comments, please do subscribe. Really appreciate it. It's not just me, obviously. There's lots of people on this channel who contribute regular videos, live content almost every day. So there's someone for everybody. And we're almost at 2.5 thousand subscribers on the channel, which is incredible. And you could be a part of that. So please help us smash that target by the end of today, because it's not just today's watch along against Cardiff, also live tonight from 6:45 to watch the AFCON final between Senegal and Egypt. So make sure you are definitely there as well. We'll have a lot of fun. It'll be a little bit more laid back because either way, a Liverpool player will win the competition. And we can just have a nice chat about Liverpool. How good is that without the stresses of the game going on in the background? Jamie says, Liverpool need to be careful here. Cardiff are playing for the luck of the shootout here. I mean, yeah, that's what a lot of these teams are playing for. And as soon as you get a goal, it all just goes to shit for them. So Highland says, it's really a perfect game to come back to after vacation to get in shape. Better this than going straight into a Premier League match against Man City. Abso-freaking-lutely. I'm so glad. Look, I love the debate. I'm glad everyone's here and getting their points across. I'm not as salty as I sound with some of my replies. I'm really happy that we're having all these contributions and we're having these conversations. I feel like they're very much needed. But God, I'm glad Hyla's here to back me up on this. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Let me know how you're feeling about the game, about this first half if you've been watching it. And let's hope for a better second half, Megan. Ravi says, we struggle against low block defensive teams because they slow our play down. We need to work on this. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And Terence says, kicking towards the Kop end now. Yes, we are. So second half, just about to get off, and we are away. So Liverpool have another 45 minutes to make up for not scoring in the first half. And God, yeah, that half time rattled me. Just a lot of people coming on and like really unhappy with the way Liverpool played. And I just didn't expect that at all. I think Kelleher's going to get a yellow card here. I mean, there's no way that was a red card because Konate's right on him. There's no way that's a red card because Konate's right there. And he clears that easily. VAR are checking it. I mean, this would change the complexion of things quite quickly. So they're saying it wasn't a denial of a goal scoring opportunity, but it could still be serious foul play, but there's no way. Absolutely no way. And they are still looking at it, which is never a good sign. Check complete, no red card. Right, let's move on. I watched, but was half asleep for most of the first half. It's a bit early in the US. Tell me about it. It's early in. I mean, it's 1:00 now, but a 12:00 kickoff in England is still bloody early, especially on a Sunday. It's ridiculous. But we've got people all over the world who've had to watch it at very early and very late times as well. So, yeah, good, amazing to see everybody from all over the world coming together on this little old stream on a Sunday. David says, "Come on, the Reds! Strong second half needed." Oh, they're really making a meal out of this red card now. It's unlucky from Kelleher. Like 9 out of 10 times he gets to that ball, but this time it just bounced sort of underneath him. Cardiff City fans are giving it large. Fair play. Cheering every mistake Liverpool make here. We'll ramp up the pressure slightly. The thing about these commentators is they're so like in need to support the underdog. They're just losing all like common sense whatsoever. It's a clear foul on Tsimikas, and there's Ali McCoy. Like, I think he's lucky to get away with that. He's given the ball away, really. So what are you on about? He's climbed all over him. Of course it's a foul. Tsimikas now forward, trying to get something into the box, but he wins a corner instead. Curtis Jones from long range, stupid. Really stupid. Don't know why they didn't just get the cross in. Minamino clearly getting his shirt tugged there. There's got to be a yellow card for Volks. And it is. Finally, the referee decided to take control. There'll be Trent's cross into the box. It's Trent. Jota. Goal! Yes! Woohoo! 1-0. Shh. Everybody in the comments, everybody at half time. Charlie, Owen coming in, spreading negativity. Hold it. Come on. 1-0. Now the game changes. Watch the game change. Miles onside. So far out. It's another Diogo Jota header. Unbelievable. He's literally not the tallest man by any means. He always seems to find himself in the right space. The ball constantly moving away from the keeper, and it nestles into the far right-hand side netting. And Liverpool finally get their goal, and suddenly the world isn't so harsh anymore. Suddenly we're not absolute crap. God, I haven't been so relieved that we've scored since probably Minamino's equaliser against Leicester. Just for, now Cardiff have to play out if they want to get something from this game. They've got to come out, and that suits us perfectly. And they can't keep up with us. They are knackered. All they can do is grab hold of our shirts, foul us. That's all they've got left. So, things aren't so bad. Harvey Elliott and Luis Diaz getting ready now. Woohoo! They're both going to come on. It's only 54 minutes on the clock as well, so we're going to see plenty of them, hopefully. Yeah, Teak. So we will be doing a watch along for the AFCON final tonight. So make sure you're around for that, and everybody else who's interested as well. We will be here from 6:45 myself to watch Senegal versus Egypt, Mane versus Salah in the AFCON final. I'm hoping for an Egypt win, but you do feel like Senegal are much, much stronger. These commentators are doing my head in. Just call the game as you see it. They're saying it's tough on Cardiff. We've dominated the whole game. Oh, Philip Firmino almost made it 2-0. We could have had 4 or 5 today already. Just call the game as you see it. Stop trying to make a story out of this game. If there's a story to be told, it will be told. Stop forcing it. Good chance for Firmino. He probably could have done better, maybe. Just needed to get it either side of the keeper, really. So we do know that Harvey Elliott and Luis Diaz are both pretty much ready to come on now. So let's get the ball out of play, everybody. Come on. Let's get them on the pitch. Kelleher can't spend too much time wasting because he is, of course, already on a yellow card. Highlights Cameroon the other day had a much better team on paper than Egypt. Egypt won anyway. Yeah, Egypt have got a lot of Portugal Euro vibes about them. You know, they're really quite slow, defensively orientated team. Here we go. Here's the big substitutions. Harvey Elliott finally back on a pitch for the first time since September with that horrible ankle break against Leeds United. It's brilliant to see him. And Luis Diaz as well comes on for his very first Liverpool appearance, first of many. His Anfield debut. So it will be Naby Keita and Curtis Jones. So a straight, almost like-for-like switch, I imagine. Yes, we're going to a 4-2-3-1 kind of thing. Luis Diaz is coming on. See what he's made at. The game set up nicely for both of them now. Cardiff absolutely need to come forward. Liverpool keen to add more. This should fit both of them very nicely. Let's see what they can do, if anything. With 32 minutes remaining in this game. I'm glad Minamino stayed on, actually. Just to wind up everybody who says we should get rid of him. Highlights has warms my heart to see Elliott back, and he means business. I can see the look in his eyes. Absolutely. He was just starting to get into his absolute best in the early stages of the season. Cuts horrifically short. It's a lovely ball from Henderson through to Minamino, who's out on the right now. Here is Harvey Elliott. Gets a cross into the box. Oh, it's a good cross, but there weren't too many Liverpool players in there to get on the end of it. Canate wins the ball back nicely, and he dribbles forward now. Luis Diaz with his first touches has to fight off a Cardiff City player there and retains the ball. 2 passes, 100% success rate. Come on, Luis Diaz. So exciting, so just unbelievable. You know, literally probably this time a week and a half ago, we thought another January no signings. Minamino into Jota. Oh, just a little bit heavy, but it's out for a Liverpool corner now. Liverpool very much in the ascendancy. Pass is looking a little bit crisper. We've got the goal. The new signing is on. Harvey Elliott's back. The first half negativity feels like ages ago now. Hi, Red Knight. Hope you're doing well. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. And after this game, we will, of course, have the AFCON final from 6:45. So stick around for that. Jota! Oh! Half volley. Just wide of the left-hand post. Gets himself into lots of space there in the box. Can't quite convert. Minamino has shown me something this game. Honestly, his desire to be on the ball and effort, his pressing has been very good. Well, it seems like you're in the minority, Terence. I mean, I agree. I don't think he's been that bad. I think he's been quite lively, but a lot of people saying this game shows why we should sell him. We need to cash in on him. Can we sell him in the second half? It's quite strange, but I'm more on your side, Terence. I think he's been quite good. Very well played there by Simicas and Van Dijk to deal with that long ball from Cardiff. Here comes Harvey Elliott looking absolutely ready. He sent a Cardiff player to the shops already there. I mean, Minamino and Elliott on the same side. That's a pressing monster you've got there. Because they're both just so up for chasing that ball all day long. And already, he just doesn't look like a man who's been affected by an ankle break. He's the zippy self that we saw from before. Of course, his passing, his positional awareness might take a little bit of time to come back up to full strength, but he doesn't look off the pace at all in these opening 2-3 minutes that he's been on the pitch. Terence says, I'm glad we kept him. I think the depth helps. Absolutely. I mean, it's a squad. It's a squad for a reason. You've got to have squad players. It's all well and good having Salah, Mane, Firmino, Jota and Diaz, but you've got to have a squad player who knows they're not going to play week in, week out. Diaz and Jota are going to be challenging absolutely for first team places consistently. But Harvey Elliott's shot goes out for a corner. It is deflected. You need someone who's able to sit on the bench and come in when needed. Simicas cross into the box. Oh! Van Dijk was claiming for a handball there, I think, but nothing given. Cardiff do manage to just about get it clear. And Luis Diaz wins it back. And there's a free kick for Liverpool as well. So again, we are at 2,490 odd subscribers. At maximum 10 subscribers away from 2,500. If we can get to that by the end of today, by the end of the AFCON final, that'll be absolutely incredible. I'm sure we will. Minamino puts the ball back into a dangerous area. It does get cleared. Harvey Elliott, Simicas wins it back, and the ball is now back with Kelleher. Kyla says, as fans, we have under Klopp watched so many beautiful football and have won so much already. Slowly we get spoiled with his greatness and we're having a tough time watching a normal game. Oh, I couldn't have put it any better myself. Really and truly. I mean, this squad is unbelievable, especially when you compare it to what we had under Roy Hodgson. A lot of the teams that Brendan Rodgers put out and the first teams that Klopp was able to field. This team is unbelievable. Rewind the clock back a few years and maybe we would be losing this game or really struggling to control it. But we haven't. Even though we've not been up to like 100%, we've absolutely dominated this game. Cardiff haven't had a sniff. And we just need to take a step back sometimes and remember these things. Every new sub on LFC transfer room equals 5 million on the summer transfer budget. I absolutely second that one. Oh my God. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, just moved my leg awkwardly and I got cramp. Ow. Oh. Oh, that's better. That was horrible. We're back. Cardiff, long throw into the box. Dealt with half by Tsimikas. Van Dijk onto the second one. We save a corner, but Cardiff still have it outside the box on the right-hand side. Into the area, but out for a goal kick. Lovely stuff. David said, I would love to see Egypt win AFCON. It will mean Mo will get a good foundation for the Ballon d'Or process next year. I'm in the same boat as you. Honestly, I'm not indifferent, but I wouldn't mind if Mane won it. I just don't think it will do what people think it will do and like improve his form for us rapidly. But I think Salah needs it more almost for his legacy. Tsimikas with a chance to get a cross in. José looks like he's shoved to the ground there. Referee not interested at all. Not too much complaining from Liverpool, to be fair. Cardiff, we've won it back inside the box. Oh, Jota can't control it. Minamino! 2-0, Minamino. Swivel on it. Swivel on it. Everyone at half time. All of that shit. Swivel on it. Minamino, thank Christ. Oh, I'm so happy for him. Just before he comes off as well for James Milner. It's Luis Diaz's first assist as well, I believe, maybe. It is Luis Diaz's first assist for Liverpool, although Jota gets a touch on it, so maybe. I haven't even updated the Blaze scores yet. Jesus. 2-0. Oh, I'm so happy for Minamino. 2-0. Smashes it home. Brilliant stuff. And just like that, 25 minutes into the second half, we're cruising to the fifth round. So what really was everyone flipping complaining about in that first half? Me and Hyla, we knew it was coming. Just a little bit of patience. And a wealth of changes now coming for Cardiff City. And yeah, Minamino does make way, smiling. His last action on the pitch as well. Now James Milner coming on and Andy Robertson coming on for Kostas Tsimikas as well. He's played quite well, I thought. Terence as well, of course, back to Taki. Connor, thank you very much. Hope you're doing well and enjoying the game. Let me know your thoughts. If you didn't pick up already, we are doing a watch along for the AFCON final this evening as well. So if you've got nothing else planned, please do tune into that as well. It'll be a lot of fun. We can just chill out, talk about Liverpool, talk about Mane and Salah, and just see who comes out on top, really. Thank you very much, Connor. Make sure you tick the bell notification as well. That will let you know whenever we go live or post a video. Just save you having to remember. Cardiff in the box here. Dealt with by Jota, and it is now a Cardiff corner. So there's a Cardiff cross. Cleared by Robertson, and he wins it back as well. And that should be a Liverpool goal kick, and it is. Diaz first contribution to LFC on that goal. Well, I hope so. It took a nick off of Diogo Jota, so I don't know whether they'll award him with the assist. Kris says, if you're not subscribed, you're seriously missing out. Kris knows where it's at. Watchalongs for every Liverpool game, and the AFCON final tonight from 6:45 will be here. Make sure to put us on if you are watching it on television as well. Put us on in the background for a bit of Liverpool commentary. We can have a nice late night chat. We're also here for all your transfer news, all of your tactical analysis of both Liverpool and opposition teams. It's a great little place, great community. We're almost at 2,500 subscribers, which is amazing. So please get involved, become a part of the LFC transfer room, and we will love you forever. And Hyla says, Cardiff have had a rough, very tough season so far. I really hope Cardiff fans are having a good time despite the weather. They sound like it. They sound like they've been having an absolute ball. So I wouldn't worry too much about them. According to FOTMob, he got the assist. Well, thank God for that. So Luis Diaz has his first Liverpool assist, according to some sites already. Instant impact from the new man. Luis Diaz assisting Takumi Minamino. Who would have thought they'd ever hear that a week and a half ago? And the rain suddenly tipping it down in Liverpool. Almost like mist. Oh, Robertson wins the ball back fantastically, showing that pressing brilliance that he has. Unfortunately, his touch was just too far in front of him to beat the oncoming Cardiff player. Diaz charging forward here. Can he slip Elliott in? He does. Oh, it's a little bit too wide. Harvey Elliott into Trent. Henderson. Oh, Luis Diaz at the back post. Oh, so close. It looks like it would have been given as offside. Fantastic stuff from Liverpool here. Do you know what? No, I think that was Firmino, actually. I'm just, yeah. There was no offside either, so that would have counted if he could have got a touch to it. VAR would have overturned it. Here's Harvey Elliott, just looking so bright. It's a poor ball from Andy Robertson, though. Too much power on it, out for a Liverpool Cardiff goal kick. Exactly, and as you know, as entitled as a lot of people may think these players are, sometimes you can't help these things, and they will have an effect on you. So maybe Sadio Mane, maybe we're watching this game. Probably not. Maybe we're watching this game, watching Luis Diaz come on and play well. Maybe that will give him that extra bit of motivation going into tonight. Not that that I feel like he needs any. I think both of them are going to be so up for tonight. It should be really exciting. Harvey Elliott inside the box. Oh, his shot is blocked. Still has it though. Jota's ball's a bit high and not really targeting anyone, I don't think. But Andrew Robertson has it out on the left-hand side. Nice work from James Milner to keep the ball, slotting it into Luis Diaz's path. He's looking zippy as well. He's not just staying over on the left. He's getting involved all over the place. He's in the middle now. Jota out on the right, gets a cross in. Oh, Diaz can't quite get his head on it. Andy Robertson into the box. Elliott. Oh! Harvey Elliott, he's done it. He's got his goal. Unbelievable. This is what fairy tales are made of. So here in the fourth round of the FA Cup against Cardiff, Harvey Elliott back from his horrific ankle break against Leeds United back in September. He comes back and within 15 minutes, 20 minutes, he has that goal. Liverpool home and cruising. Unbelievable. It's a lovely take as well. It takes the touch from the cross. Andy Robertson will get the assist. Takes a touchdown. He's on the half turn. Leaves the keeper rooted to the spot. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that Liverpool will face Norwich City in the fifth round of the FA Cup at Anfield. And that is his first ever professional Liverpool goal. He looks like he hasn't been away from the game for a day. Unbelievable the shape he's come back in here. Fair play, taking advantage of a knackered Cardiff City side here. But that finish was unbelievable. And it adds some gloss to the scoreline now. 3-0 Liverpool lead Cardiff City. Cruising into the FA Cup fifth round here. Harvey Elliott back in the squad and gets his first goal. So we've seen a Luis Diaz assist, a Minamino goal, and a Harvey Elliott goal. You don't get many better afternoons than that. Oh, Firmino almost set Luis Diaz off there. I mean, that would just top it off, wouldn't it? A Luis Diaz goal. Might be asking a little bit too much there. And Thiago is coming on as well. Thiago for Jordan Henderson. How important it is to keep Thiago fit going into the Champions League knockout stages. He really is a lot of people, and I do agree, he really is the key to us having a potentially fantastic season. If we can keep him fit, we stand an even better chance on a lot of fronts. Liverpool at this point in time still in all competitions that they entered at the start of the season. In the final of one of them, in the fifth round of the other, the round of 16 of the other. And the league is very outside chance, but still possible. Yeah, it was a solid performance from Henderson. There's a couple of long shots that I probably would have preferred not to see from him, but we move. Cardiff will have a chance here. They're coming forward 3v2. It's into the middle. There's a goal for Cardiff. And that gets the biggest cheer from the bloody commentators. I mean, Konate kind of gets caught ball watching. He doesn't need to go across as much as he does, and he could cover Connell. So he just ends up completely unmarked with an open sight on goal. Whatever. Now the commentators desperately trying to make out that this could be a comeback from Cardiff here. Already saying if they can get another one, then we've got a game. They haven't got another one, so don't worry about it. It was a well-taken goal. I'll absolutely give them that. Again, I just feel Canate probably could do better. Just gets pulled across when he doesn't need to because there was another player there. Maybe the communication between him and Van Dijk wasn't there as much as it should be. But oh well. It's not going to matter. Shame we couldn't keep the clean sheet. Diaz is down injured. Oh, Elliot's cross almost reaches Firmino there. Oh no, okay, so Diaz just got trod on, right? So that's fine. That's a bit of bruising. That's fine. When I saw that, he was in a lot of pain. I thought he's ripped something. He's ripped something. He's just been trodden on there. He'll be absolutely fine. Whew! That would have tainted the game. Bloody hell. He'll be up and he should be up and continuing with the game soon once the pain wears off. That would be painful, to be fair. A full body weight and studs going through your leg. He's back on his feet now. Should be fine. Again, nothing more than a contact injury. Oh. So that's probably another 2-3 minutes of added time, but just under 6 minutes now time. Yeah, but it's paid off though, hasn't it? 3-1, comfortable. There's never been a point in this game where we looked like we would lose it. And given the circumstances, coming back from a 2-week break, that's nice to see. Always in control. In Klopp we trust, of course. Always, always and forever. Ooh. Can Luis Diaz get it under? Oh. Loses out there, unlucky. So we're just coming into the final stages of this game. Thank you to everybody who was watching, has been watching, is watching. Very much appreciated. Everybody in the comments as well, wherever you happen to be in the world. Luckily, the streams do not end here today. Later this evening, about 10 to 7, I'll be back here live for the AFCON final, Egypt versus Senegal, Mane versus Salah, of course. And we'll watch the game. We'll have a nice chat, recap today's game, and just hopefully enjoy some good football. We get the luxury of not having to worry too much about the result. One way or another, a Liverpool player will be on the winning side. It's just a case of what your preference is, I guess. Liverpool win it again in a really high position. Jota with a chance to finish it off, or blocked well by Cardiff centre-back. Luis Diaz picks it up just outside the box, plays it to Robertson. Now Thiago, Milner, switches play to Trent, who's in acres of space. Given us offside, though. So let me know who your player of the match is as well. We're coming to literally the last minute and a half now. Shouldn't be too much added time. I mean, it's just what you wanted, isn't it? We're through to the 5th round. There's not much more that you need to say. Obviously, Elliott got his goal. Minamino scored. Those are really nice positives. Seeing Diaz and play and Elliott come back, obviously, massive pluses for the rest of the season. But in terms of today's result, it was always ever just about getting through to the 5th round, and we've done that at a canter. So we should be more than happy, and there's absolutely no need for negativity whatsoever. Jota and Elliott just exchanging passes in the final third, and now Elliott and Trent doing the same. James Milner plays it back to Konate. Now Van Dijk. Now 3 minutes of added time. So not long to go until victory is assured, and we know that we will be facing Norwich City at home again in the FA Cup, 5th round. So another potential trophy. Oh. I think I've got a splinter. And Van Dijk coolly deals with a ball over the top. Kelleher gets it clear. Very close to the finish line now. Thank you again to everybody who's been watching, commenting as well. Great to see the community back out again after that international break that we all so loathe. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please make sure that you do. It would really help us out. Almost at 2,500 subscribers, which is incredible. Please like the video as well. That also really helps us. And make sure you stick around this evening if you don't have any plans. AFCON final, obviously, on the telly, Egypt versus Senegal. But please keep us open on another tab as well. I'll be back for a live watch along of that game, so we can just have a nice chilled out chat, watch Mane and Salah, and may the best man win, I guess. A lot of people will put their money on Senegal. They have been the much better team in this tournament. However, Egypt have just got a certain thing about them, keeping teams out, keeping things tight. A bit Portugal-esque in the Euros. We'll see what happens. So make sure that you join us here in the LFC Transfer Room from about 10 to 7. I'll be live to go through that with you. As it all unfolds, please let me know. Please let me know in the comments now if you're going to be around for that game. It'd be nice to get a feel for who's going to be around to keep me company as we watch Salah versus Mane, Egypt versus Senegal in the AFCON final. Let me know if you'll be around to watch that with me, and let me know who you would like to win that game. We have now played the 93 minutes. Liverpool on one final attack. Robertson cuts back into Milner. And we've given away the ball, so that should be it. That is it. Full time. Liverpool run out comfortable winners. 3-1 versus Cardiff City. It was 0-0 at half time. A lot of people, some in the chat, but some just on social media in general, very, very negative, very critical of what was, to be frank, a dominant display just without the goals from Liverpool in that first 45. But in the second half, we turned the screw, turned it up a notch, went into third gear. Jota got the breakthrough from a Trent Alexander-Arnold cross, free kick. Luis Diaz and Harvey Elliott returned to the team. Luis Diaz instantly making an impact, assisting Taki Minamino for the second goal. And then Harvey Elliott, the dream comeback, getting a goal on the half turn after an Andrew Robertson cross into the box. Colwell for Cardiff City took advantage of a bit of a lapse of concentration from our centre-backs, made it 3-1. However, the comeback never looked likely. Cardiff never really looked like they were going to get anything from this game. Ultimately, a good performance, not even 3 points. We just through to the next round of another cup competition, which is brilliant news. So I don't feel any need to be negative or criticise any players at this moment in time. We're back from the international break. Football is back. We're back again live tonight, not watching Liverpool, watching the AFCON semi-final. So please make sure you're here to join me for that. It'll be a lot of fun to just have a chat and not worry about Liverpool performances. But we will have every single Liverpool game this month, including the Carabao Cup final, live watch along versus Chelsea from Wembley. Please make sure you're definitely around for that. So if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. If you are subscribed or not, also hit the bell notification button. Then YouTube will let you know every time that we go live, so you don't have to remember. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. It's been a great return to football, seeing Harvey Elliott back in the team and seeing Luis Diaz, our new signing from the January transfer window. I've been Louis Fell on the LFC transfer room. See you this evening, a lot of you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video this evening. Thank you very much. Bye.